going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Daryl Dixon show and these more leaked photos. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, obviously. First and foremost, these are not my photos. They are watermarked with wording on them, and I don't know who leaked them, but they are going around the internet, so I'm sharing them with you to talk about them. Again, spoiler warning. So we saw this photo a couple weeks ago, but these are the new photos. So we see an overturned, capsized, flipped over boat with someone tied to the boat or on the bottom of the boat, which is now the top of the boat. Copyright watermarked. So we see water, and I'm guessing that's Daryl. So he's on a little boat for some reason. Wow, how did he get this far, right? But he goes into the water, falls out of the boat, I'm guessing, and that kind of gives us some part of an answer how he got to France on a boat. But we don't know who was chasing him, if anybody was chasing him, why he ended up here, and what he was doing. And then he's crawling to shore. He's on a beach, and he looks like the Daryl that we know and love. He's got the all black attire, the vest, the gloves, and it's Daryl being Daryl. So we know some sort of way that he gets there. We're guessing this is the start of it. Again, we don't know for sure, but Daryl on a beach, on a little boat, and there you go. Now, like I said before, we saw these other leaked photos a couple weeks ago, and we'll go over them again just because it's pretty awesome, and we'll put it all together, right? So we're guessing that he came ashore, got into this, I don't know, dock, restaurant, fisherman building or, business, and he's probably freaking out. How did I get here? What's going on? How do I get home? And we'd be saying the same thing. He's walking around, a fishing area in France. We're guessing it's France. That's where it's filmed, but we don't know if that's the actual location where he ends up or at least starts and stays, because just because you film something somewhere doesn't mean that's where the location is in the story. They film in Georgia, but call it Virginia. Then we see him being worked on, we're guessing by a nurse or a nun. That could be a nurse, and he's getting a sponge bath, and he finally gets a bath, right? Because he looks to be in a tub of water. And we're guessing this woman in the nun's outfit is the same woman that he's going to be walking and talking with here. That'll be in the brown jacket. We're guessing it's the same woman. It looks the same in the face. But Daryl, I guess, is captured again. He ends up in another group. That's what happens with the Daryl character. He goes to this group, to that group, to come back to our group, to this group, to our group, to that group, to our group. It goes around. When in doubt, capture Daryl, right? So we do see him talking to Laurent. You deserve a happy ending too. Everyone's like, Judas said that to him. There's probably going to be a lot of those things where there's references, callbacks, connections of stuff we're familiar with. Makes sense, and it should happen more and more because it's familiar to us, and we want those things to happen for sure. And then we see Daryl in his suspenders. Is that like a flintlock pistol or something? Like, what is that gun? It's hard to see. Is it because he's got it with one hand, so I'm guessing it's not a shotgun. But in The Walking Dead, sometimes they get a little crazy with their guns, and he looks to be in a courtyard area, probably at a church, and we're probably seeing the bad guys here. But Raise the Dead is the title we're thinking it's going to be called. There's no news about the exact title just yet, but we do think they're going to start filming season 2 in end of April, early May, or we're guessing is what there's been conflicting reports. It could be early April, mid-April. Then they're going to be in a filming location in May. So I guess they're taking some time off for Daryl right now because he's back in New York City recently. And then he's going to go back to Europe to film the second season. But let's see the first season first before we get ahead of ourselves. But I'm sure they have plans for at least 2 seasons, maybe even 3. But we'll have to see how it goes down, guys. But let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below once we get information like this, leaked photos and quality information. So definitely don't miss out by becoming a subscriber, being notified when we post our videos. But thank you guys either way for all the love and support. We truly appreciate it. Stay safe, and as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we